Hey, what's up, dude? Brian Buff here, blogging from paradise, from beautiful London, site of the coronation, and a very, very insistent French bulldog named Rosie the Berserker. We love Rosie the Berserker. All right, guys, before we dive into today's video, which talks about a common new blogger stumbling block, my latest post on bloggingfromparadise.com goes into the same topic. It's based on this topic. So make sure you stop by bloggingfromparadise.com, which is my website, and check out the latest posts. And if you want to get my new sites, my new blog posts sent to you via email, you could sign up for my email list on the homepage of bloggingfromparadise.com. Now, I also sell, what's up, my friend? It's Jiwa. Blogging courses. I sell blogging ebooks, and of course, I created the courses, and I wrote the ebooks at bloggingfromparadise.com. So feel free to check those out if you want a guide to become a successful blogger. Hey, my friend. All right, guys. So new bloggers often really struggle with this one aspect of blogging. And I did 15 years ago when I started my blogging career. Different blog, not bloggingfromparadise.com, which I began in 2014. I created it then, bought the domain hosting and ran with it. I was really intimidated by the technical aspects of blogging. It scared me. I thought, oh my goodness, I don't even know what a blog is. What the hell is a blog? So the tech aspects of setting up a WordPress blog, I don't know what WordPress was, or setting up a WordPress blog, what that was about. But thinking about things like plugins and widgets, and of course now you have blocks. If something went wrong with my blog, how in the heck would I fix it? I don't know. No freaking idea. No clue in hell. So this technical aspect of blogging is a real hurdle for most new bloggers to an obstacle for most new bloggers to overcome, because there's a certain tech phobia, a fear that arises in the mind because it just seems intimidating. At least seems to be. But if you take a few practical steps, and they're quite simple, you could overcome the fear, defeat the phobia, and gracefully move on with your blogging career. So you could experience the fun and freedom of circling the globe if you want to do that, or if you just want to blog from your hometown, you want to open a passive income channel. It's really up to you, but you'll have to overcome that fear. And this is one way to do it. Actually, three ways I'm going to talk about. Number one, you can hire a skilled developer or web designer. Mine is Philip Dews. He's based in the UK. I met him for the first time yesterday after 14 years of working together online, which is quite awesome, here in London, in Hammersmith, which was phenomenal. Working with Phil, a skilled developer like him and designer, helps you through the more sophisticated, complex, difficult aspects of, Christine, of blogging as far as the technological end of things, or the tech end of things, technical end. So we're talking about design, coding, themes, problems that arise when you upload certain plugins, or themes breaking over time or needing updating. Just all that stuff. When you hire someone who knows what they're doing, who knows what they're talking about, who has experience, they can handle it for you. And it's just a smart way, especially as a new blogger, to gain confidence and clarity and to dive in and to handle some of the heavier stuff. Because some things, guys, You just want a skilled professional to handle it for you because they know and you don't. And it's really important too, guys, to work with a designer and developer because you're a blogger. So your job is to blog, which means it's to write and publish blog posts, to engage in blogger outreach, to open income channels. Like that's your job. If you waste hours, days, weeks trying to do the job of a web developer or web designer, you're robbing yourself of the time that you need to be spending creating content and building relationships through blogger outreach and with your readership. So this is another reason why, guys, you gotta hire a skilled professional in order to do it effectively. That's number one. Number two, the easy, basic, simple aspects technically related to your blog, you can handle them yourself by Googling phrases, or really your best friend is going to be, I'm doing the live broadcast here on YouTube as well on the Lappy while I'm broadcasting on Facebook on my phone. YouTube's going to be your best friend. So simply querying phrases on YouTube related to certain technical aspects that are simple, that are easy, and they could seem intimidating. All right, they could Rosie. Rosie, come on. They could seem intimidating or scary, but when you actually follow a little how-to guide on YouTube, a little quick tutorial, you figure it out. Oh, it's pretty easy to upload a plugin or to embed a widget on my sidebar. And a lot of this, guys, if you've been blogging for a bit, it may sound so simple or like Captain Obvious is broadcasting live. But if you're completely new to blogging and you have no clue in hell what you're doing, yeah, this stuff's going to seem intimidating or scary. You just won't know what to do. So I'm saying the easiest stuff, the most simple, even like basic HTML coding when I'm talking about a blog post. You don't want to mess around with your theme, of course, but to spiffy up a post like I wrote in the blog post on Blogging Brothers, kind of my published on the same topic, you can figure out the most basic, simple, easy technical aspects of blogging, which will save you some time, maybe a couple bucks, and it could give you some confidence too. So that's really important. And number three, guys, and I'm doing this video more quickly because I'm on a tighter schedule today, as they say in the UK. And also because my phone battery is dying and we got this one in the background and all that good stuff. One of the ways to get over this tech phobia is to accept completely that the blessings of technology, being able to run an online business as a professional blogger, as you circle the globe, or as you work from home, doing it full time, or just doing it part time to open a passive income channel, which is awesome, or just as a creative means of expression as far as a channel. With that freedom that comes with the technology, where you could sit behind a computer and yes, Mom. Thanks, my friend. Create content, build connections, make friends, share value, comes the other technical aspects of blogging, which sometimes you have to accept the fact that there's going to be fires to be put out. You're going to have technical problems. You might have suffered the white screen of death. You might use a plugin that corrupts your theme. Code breaks over time. It needs to be updated. Just the relatively simple process can be really intimidating in the beginning to move your site or to set up your site, WordPress blog, through your hosting company, or to migrate from Blogger to WordPress. So accepting that you will run into technical situations or circumstances. I don't want to say issues, although they seem to be issues. At times you may appear to face obstacles, but you'll have to learn at least some aspects on the technical side of your blog, or hire someone to accept that the tech stuff's going to pop up, because blogs are they're built on technology. You have to accept it and not put your head in the sand, meaning not ignoring the technical problems that arise from time to time. For example, like 1 year or like 6 months into my blogging career, Jeffrey, I'm not quite sure what question you're asking, my friend. I don't understand. So, I don't know. I really don't know. Actually, I think I know what you're asking, my friend. I do everything in the moment, but basically when I broadcast live, if this is your question, I'm not quite sure, but if this is your question, my friend, I'll live broadcast based on my latest blog post on bloggingfromparadise.com. So if you want to know what I'm going to talk about next time, you go to my blog at bloggingfromparadise.com, which I own. It's where I sell, it's where my business is, where I sell the blogging courses and the blogging ebooks, and check out my latest post. And then I broadcast live here on Facebook and also on YouTube based on that blog post topic. So I think that's your question, my friend, and that's the answer. So you have to accept, guys, that technical issues will arise because blogs are based on technology. And what I was saying is, like 3 months into my blogging career, 6 months back in 15 years ago, 2008, my blog was crashing 20, 30, 40 times a day. Sometimes it would take a minute for my blog to load. And it sounded nuts back at the time. I just had no idea. And I was I have very few readers too, thank goodness, but almost no readers. But I just put my head in the sand, and I thought that those, even though they seemed out of pattern and abnormal, and it didn't seem like the best user experience at the time, I was deluded enough where I just thought, oh, it'll fix itself, or it's not a big deal. And it just kept happening. My blog kept crashing. And what had happened was I started gaining enough traffic as a newbie where my super cheap hosting, it was like $3 a month, it wasn't handling the traffic increase, because they load, goodness knows, to make hosting cheap, they load a bunch of sites onto a single server, and that's how they make it cheap. But when one of those sites starts getting more traffic, your site's going to start crashing. Your blog's going to start loading. It's going to take 30 seconds, a minute. I mean, it sounds nuts, but you get what you pay for. So basically, instead of ignoring it and deluding myself and thinking that the problem would just solve itself on its own, I accepted that there was a technical issue, and I found out what the problem was. I changed hosts. I paid more money. I paid up to play up, and then my blog loaded really quickly, and it loaded. It wasn't crashing every day. So what I'm saying, guys, is one of the ways to get through that tech resistance as a new blogger is to simply accept the fact that you're going to have issues from time to time. It just happens. Blogs are built on technology. So it's not so much that things go wrong, but you're going to face what appears to be resistance sometimes, and you'll have to work your way through it. You can't deny it. You can't say, oh, I hate the tech aspect. I despise it. I don't understand it. I feel intimidated by it. I don't want to deal with it. And you have to, guys, because your blog is built on code and technology and plugins and widgets. And learn a little bit yourself to gain some confidence, and hire someone who knows what they're doing. Hire a skilled professional to handle it for you. And then you'll see it's not endless problems and nightmares. It's just from time to time, you're going to see that issues do arise. And that's just the nature. Oh, shoot, we're almost out. So, nature of it. Guys, stop by bloggingparadise.com. I didn't realize down to one bar already on Facebook. I might go with YouTube for a little bit to check my latest post, to check blogging courses that I sell. I'm going to check them out. Blogging ebooks as guides. See you later, Facebook friends. Yeah, son. Have a good one, guys. Battery going out. And YouTube, why not chat for a little bit more? Why not? Just for a few, because it's already almost 12:30, and I have to run the dog for a bit, and then busy schedule today, Coronation Day for the King in London, UK. Not anywhere else in the world, but in UK. So, guys, this is basically just a little primer how to get through the tech phobia that most new bloggers experience. It appears daunting and intimidating, but when you just follow these 3 steps, you hire a skilled developer designer, you learn a little bit yourself through YouTube tutorials, how-to videos to gain some confidence, and most importantly, you accept that tech issues, tech stuff will arise from time to time, and you just don't bury your head in it in the sand and say, screw it, I don't want to deal with it. Face it head on. You will overcome the fear, and you'll be able to organically, gracefully glide through tech-related issues, if you will. Issues. Okay. As they arise with your blogging campaign, especially as a newbie. That's it for today, guys. Stop by bloggingfromparadise.com. Blog posts. I sell blogging courses and blogging ebooks that I wrote and courses that I created to guide you on your blogging journey. Until next time, you know what to do. Enjoy paradise, everybody.